Okay, we're live. I think. I hate how this operates. You never know when
There's
you're
a
actually
delay.
streaming.
You're live.
Cool! Hi, guys. If you can hear me. There we go. Yeah, they can hear me. So welcome to another free speech stream. Today, I am talking about how you should give me dat for free. That is the topic. That includes ROMs, apparently. Apparently, pirating is totally okay with people. It's been a funny 24 hours, to say the least. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, essentially, I am talking about the Nintendo situation. So recently, Nintendo decided that they were going to take down some ROMs. Reason being is, well, it's their IP, and they're welcome to do so. And so that's what's happening. Pretty much what I'm planning to do is bring a few of you on, and we're just going to chat about how hilarious this has been. I've had a few comments, including somebody comparing this to genocide, amongst other things. Oh, I'm also joined by Jamie. So
yeah,
sorry.
I was waiting for you to introduce me. I was just kind of staring at you.
I was like, why are you being so quiet?
Like, I know I said that this stream is mainly your thing. I've been watching it from the sidelines. It's retarded, but you were like, I'm doing a fucking stream on this. I'm like, okay.
Oh my god.
You can do a stream on whatever you want.
That is so funny. You were talking. I was like, why is he
I need to be introduced.
No.
To talk.
Oh,
I always introduce you.
Is that how it goes? You're supposed
to?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Look, introduce your co-host.
This is a casual stream for a reason.
You still introduce people on a casual stream.
I'm too lazy. Apparently, I hate the Jews, especially Ben Shapiro. I mean, I don't like Ben Shapiro, but it's not because he's Jewish.
She hates midgets.
I do hate midgets.
Yeah.
For the most part, except for that one guy, Game of Thrones. He was okay.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, that guy. Except for he was kind of weird in the X-Men movie.
How do you feel about him getting cocked by Nolan North, though? That's what I want to know.
I elaborate. I don't know what you're talking about.
He was in Destiny and he was fucking terrible.
Right, yeah. Sorry.
So they just replaced him with Nolan North.
I forgot about that.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
I just assumed you would get my one-off joke. I'm already ruining the stream. I'm not gonna talk much this stream. I just was wanting to be introduced.
I'm so interested. Midget Jews. That's a double negative.
Midget Jews only. Like, Jews can't be midgets.
Oh my god. Mr. Shikaki says, I'm sure we're all in the same camp that everything should be free and that Nintendo is super evil for getting rid of my ability to play combat basketball on my PSP. Yes.
We're like 3 minutes in and already talking about Jews and camps. Perfect.
Wow. This is definitely one of my streams. That's so funny. Yeah, so essentially what's going on is that Nintendo's exercising their right on their IP. So essentially they're saying, yeah, this is our product and you guys aren't allowed to host it. In particular, what I found interesting is they mentioned that the people hosting these sites should know better, which I thought was kind of funny. It's true because they're not just casual gamers. They're like people that know about this stuff. So I thought that was very interesting. I don't know if you heard. Have you even heard about what was going on, or are you just watching?
Yeah, you've been yelling about it for like 2 days.
Because somebody compared it to genocide.
Yeah.
Somebody's in love with your voice. I'm not really sure who that is, but
Jamie's voice, hearts. Randy Void, I know a few Randys. I don't know which one Void is. I'm sorry. PM me. Let me know who you are.
Cam says Microsoft is going to BTFO Gab.
I think what that one comment is saying is that I need to do ASMR on free speech streams.
You should definitely do
free speech ASMR.
You should definitely do that.
And I'll just be like, don't let him take away your rights. And then
this is officially being booked, so now you have
I will do it.
Awesome.
What are you just showing on stream our icon now?
Well, for now, I'll show I'll show the thing later.
Okay.
I mean, unless people want to see my notifications, which is boring.
They can see my pretty backgrounds.
I mean, that's true. The fat one from Facebook.
Oh, I love that one. You're not fat. You're beautiful.
Aww. You should clip that.
Yeah.
Pokemon going to the polls ASMR.
That's perfect.
I love it. Yeah, Nico, you have to. I'm just gonna say this live. I don't really care. Nico, you have to accept the terms of service to get in. I feel like wasn't this last?
He doesn't need an alias, does he? Well,
no,
I guess
whatever.
Too late for that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Jesus.
Just sign into Google. This is a casual stream. This is what I'm saying. I mean, the InfoWars was more intense, I guess.
Because we were angry.
Yeah, I'm not really.
You're angry today.
I'm not angry about this.
You were angry yesterday about this.
No, I was laughing. It was funny to me. The only thing I was mad about was that like people are so entitled. Like it's just like shut the fuck up. Who cares?
Alex Jones is actually free speech ASMR. I have a friend who said he listened to Alex Jones just to fall asleep at night. Except now because he's fallen asleep to him so much, now he listens to a lot of what he says and agrees with it. So that's the secret weapon of InfoWars. Is that he talks to you and it's all soothing. I listen to him almost every day at work, and the day just goes by.
No, it's true. It's very soothing. I don't know. I think that's how I started listening to him. Is I just kind of turned him on in the background. And then...
yeah. I remember like waking up in the middle of the night, and Alex would just be there, being like, "Excuse me." They just get to me sometimes, and it's so good.
Cam says I do that too. It gives my girlfriend anxiety.
Anxiety because he's so great. Is that why?
Oh my god!
I wanna. Yeah, we should have your girlfriend on to talk about this anxiety Alex Jones gives her. That'd be funny.
Oh my! No, I think you should definitely do that. We're gonna make it.
What? I was joking.
I'm making it a series.
Oh, because the world's end. Oh, okay. Not because it's Alex Jones, but because of the stuff he says. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know if I have enough. I don't know. I took acting, so I could probably pull it off.
You can make it intense.
Just
don't film your face because that's the awkward part.
If I ever film my face while doing ASMR, it's just gonna be like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, which you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs.
I thought that was the one I saw.
No, you haven't seen it.
Which one?
You saw Clerks 2, though.
No, what was the scary one that I saw?
What?
What's
the scary movie I saw?
Oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Totally different movies.
Yeah, it's the same to me.
Both great movies, but yeah, very different.
Oh, is Silence of the Lambs the one with that lipstick scene with the goodbye horses?
Jay did it exactly in Clerks 2.
YouTube zucked H3 for mentioning Alex Jones. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's something that I would want to talk about.
First of all, yeah, we could talk about it. Whatever. I don't care. Like, yeah, look, I made the title Give Me That for free, Nintendo, but honestly, I'm just here to talk about bullshit.
Well, you're bringing people on to talk about this as well.
Yeah, they get to, we're waiting for them, so we could just talk about whatever.
Okay, I think you're getting PM'd. Anyway, while you're checking your messages, yeah. So if you don't know H3H3, Ethan.
Oh, I heard a crackle.
The beloved boy. Oh, someone's here.
It's Shapoopy.
Hello.
Oh,
hi.
There we go. Took you long enough. God damn it.
I've been here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just in the shadows?
Oh, you can talk. I don't care.
Well, to finish this thought before we go to your Nintendo thing, yeah, so Ethan didn't even have Alex Jones on or anything. He was just on his, I don't watch it. I think it's like a daily podcast or something. And he was just talking about the Alex Jones situation. YouTube gave him a strike and restricted his live streaming services just for talking about Alex. And then the same thing happened to Andrew Torba, similar, where he had an interview with Alex and that got taken down. So it's not just that they're banning these channels for whatever, for hate speech or whatever they want to call it. They're literally banning the man. They're trying to remove him.
Okay, so are they just trying to remove the conversation? Like, I'm kind of confused because you had
just
people
anything around him.
But you had people like Philly D that are all like, "Oh, I'm talking about Alex Jones. Nothing happened to him."
Well, I think I saw Mark Dice talk about it, and he was pretty much coming to the conclusion where if you look at what's allowed and what's not, it's things that are saying pretty much good that he got banned or the ones that are staying up. It's not going to be 100% because YouTube's all about algorithms and all that shit, right? So it's catching things maybe intentionally, maybe not, but it seems like not 100%, but what's leaning towards it is the stuff talking about good he's gone is staying up, especially mainstream media stuff, and the stuff being like, I don't know about this, which Ethan's always a center kind of guy.
Okay, so he
So
said
I don't imagine he was like, this is an outrage or anything.
I was gonna say, what did Ethan say? Because he's so afraid of offending people that anytime he's ever offended someone, he'll just immediately apologize. He's like Boogie 2.0.
Maybe
So
someone
he probably said, now look, I don't like Alex Jones, but they shouldn't have done this because that's what everyone has said.
Yeah, that seems to be
I've
the
seen
average.
that like 100 times, and it's like, well then, if your opinion is everyone else's opinion, it doesn't really matter that much. Hey, is this gonna get two-way SMR if I put in a cough drop?
I'll do it.
Please do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check. Ethan can sometimes surprise me with his opinions. He can have different opinions than what you'd expect. So
I mean, the worst I can see him saying is like, "You guys shouldn't do that, okay?" Like
because like he'll be
whatever.
pro free speech, but then he'll be against what PewDiePie, dropping N bombs and all that shit. And so Ethan tends to be all over the place.
He's so confusing. I miss when Gila wasn't on.
It's fine. He can be all over the place, but it's just maybe that was his opinion.
I miss when he was edgy. Before he cared about people's opinions. Randy says, leave Boogie alone. Okay, do you really want to get me started on Boogie? Because I will get started on Boogie. This is like the gaming version of Ben Shapiro. I cannot stand
I loved Boogie, but what I hate is how he's a human punching bag for the left. And so the leftists will constantly attack him, and he just bows to them. And it's like, can you please realize that some of these people are fucking assholes, Boogie, and just fight them back a bit. Don't be like, you're right, guys, I'm sorry, and be all upset when these people are attacking you constantly. So,
okay,
it's infuriating.
You want me to go off about Boogie?
I think he's a sweetheart, but I think he just, he needs to stop being a punching bag.
The thing
I heard he was kind of a dick.
I've heard rumors about that too. I don't really know.
Oh, you mean like with his girlfriend thing? I heard a bit of that. Like,
I just heard he was a dick, and that was kind of like that Boogie was also a character.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Really? But I thought Francis was
so like Francis is a character, but then also his quote unquote normal one is also him just acting nice, I guess.
Yeah, well there aren't too many people who act the same way they do on, like, too many people who are really popular that act exactly how they act online in real life.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, I'm the same, honestly. I don't give a fuck. I guess I'm a little bit nicer in person. That's all I would say.
Depends on who you're
But
hanging
it depends who I'm talking to. Most
Yeah.
people, I'm still an asshole to.
Like, if it's just you and me, you're pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm nice to you.
But
if you're hanging out
the thing with Boogie that I don't like is he made money off of personifying gamers as Francis, and then he takes some huge stand against other people who personify gamers as Francis.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. No, I can agree with that. My issue with him, I mean, I have a lot of issues with him, but my biggest one.
He's fat.
I hate everyone's fat.
Just fucking work out already.
God.
You show somebody a fat Jewish midget, charisma's gonna grow an Adolf staff.
Hey, we have a third person. Hi.
Michael.
Who dat?
Michael, I think. You're muted, whoever you are.
Yeah, you muted yourself.
Also, is Nico okay? Because I know he's been trying to get on.
I told him to send me his email.
Okay.
Anyways, the thing with Boogie that really irritated me is when he was talking about his whole like case with his wife because he was doing the whole divorce.
Oh yes, that was a bad take.
How you should essentially. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. This isn't what he said.
Bend over.
Yeah, bend over. Just like accept that you're not going to get what you want. Like just give her a bit more, whatever. Who cares? And it's like. I was actually inspired to do a stream on that too, so that'll be happening at a later date with some people that have dealt with divorce. But
can I just send Boogie a copy of the Red Pill documentary?
Oh my god, please!
Well,
and then maybe he'll be like, "Oh, I'm totally wrong." Like,
I think the thing is, he went totally the wrong direction with that because he's not entirely wrong. If you're a man, you're not going to get what you want out of a divorce. But that should have been the point where, like, hey guys, we should probably change that instead of like, this is life advice. It would be the same thing as if a woman in like the Middle East or something was like, you just have to accept that you're gonna get stoned to death. Like,
yeah.
Like, what are you, Sadiq Khan? Like, fucking part and parcel with living in a big city.
It's part and parcel being a divorced male.
Yeah, seriously.
I would honestly like, because I'm not really on Twitter. I would have probably sent Boogie a trailer for Red Pill or something, because that's most of it is about divorce and then losing their kids and all that. So
Or, yeah, I would send Boogie Terrence Bopp videos.
Don't send him Red Pill, because then he's gonna have to do a 20 post long 3-hour diatribe on how he's not actually a bad person for watching a movie.
that's true.
He's gonna make a 5-minute preamble about, okay, guys, I don't have a strong opinion about it.
Yeah,
You know what's really surprising is that Boogie has managed to find a fence to sit on that can support him.
Poor guy. Oh my god.
Oh, you gotta, let's see the link, bottom.
I already go look at Facebook, Nico.
We've had problems with Google Hangouts in the past with some people, like they just get issues trying
I've
to.
never had problems with Google Hangouts.
You only have problems with being gay. It's fine.
Excuse. You should, Charisma. You should talk about the topic.
Oh yeah,
that
so
you
Nintendo.
made this all on.
Yes. Anyways, okay. Do you both?
I guess
know-
Nintendo really does do what Sega doesn't.
Oh my god. Do you guys both know about the Nintendo situation?
Yes.
Just recently.
Okay, so what is your opinion on ROM use? Do you think Nintendo has the right to take them down? Do you think they should be like restricted? Like, I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot of different things involved. Do you believe in like the whole like art argument where it's like, well, this is a piece of art and you're taking it down? Like, I don't know. I'm just seeing a lot of different arguments. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think.
Well, they technically do have the right to do this. It's their property. I have a couple of ROMs on my computer of games that I already own, and the reason I do that is because they run just so much better on my computer than on the console. I still own the console as well.
Yeah.
I'm of the belief that if you buy a game, you own the game. You don't own the license to play the game. You own the game. And I think the Supreme Court recently did a ruling that backed that up as well.
Yeah.
So if you own the game, then ROMs were a really easy way to edit the code of the game.
Yeah.
So for single player games, the Pokemon ROM modding community is like one of the biggest modding communities there are. There's a Pokemon ROM mod for like everything. I think that even though Nintendo is in the right, they should have waited until we got a little closer to their virtual console release, because then it would make a lot more sense. I think right now what's happening is people are thinking that Nintendo's just doing this out of the blue, like they thought with the Metroid 2 thing before Nintendo released Metroid 2. Whenever they do this, it's because they're going to be releasing a competing service.
Yeah.
That's true.
So they should have waited a little bit, but of course they are within their right. I just think from a business perspective, they should have waited, because this is bad PR.
It's definitely bad PR. I find the whole argument against it funny. Like the whole, yeah, well, most of these games aren't accessed anymore, and they don't have it on the virtual console yet, and the virtual console's pretty much dead, and the Switch doesn't have one yet. I don't know. It's just like,
if it's not on the virtual console, it's probably a bad game.
Yeah, that's true for the most part too. Although,
yeah, more or less, you're right.
Well, I mean, there was.
It's either bad or a foreign bootleg.
Can anybody hear me?
I hear you.
I hear you.
No.
Hey, Nico, welcome. I'm glad you went through like that jungle and that temple to get to us. And
Charisma, I sent you a picture.
You sent me a picture?
I did on Twitter.
All right, let's see.
So I was talking with Charisma about. Oh, geez, you need to put that up on stream. I was talking with Charisma a lot about this, and I agreed with her. And I said the only exception, really, for me, is games that are completely unobtainable without this. So I was saying, I don't know the name of the game exactly, but like the Earthbound 2 or whatever it is, Mother 2, the one with Lucas in it. Yeah. It's like that game is pretty much unobtainable if you're in the US. So it's like I can understand getting a ROM for that. However, I still agree with you that they're in their right. And it's kind of like, for me, I was a big Halo fan, so I was pissed off like a month ago or whatever it was, because they took down Halo Online, and my argument was like, but there's nothing like that fucking exists on PC. Like that it was pretty much an abandoned game that they were like, fuck it, people would love this. So then these guys took it and were like, well, we're gonna make it. Everyone loved it. And then as soon as everyone loved it, that's when Microsoft was like, oh, well then.
But didn't 343 Studios come in and said, hey, no, this is a good idea. I think we could do something about it.
Yeah, so they are kind of taking the I'm a big WoW fan as well. They're kind of taking the Blizzard approach with Vanilla WoW, where they shut down all the Vanilla WoW servers. And the difference is with Blizzard, they said, we're doing a Vanilla WoW. We're going to release it properly. We don't know what it means because all they've said is that we're releasing it. And then all we have with the Halo Online situation was like, yeah, we're sorry we're doing this, but hey, maybe something will happen like this in the future, maybe. We'll see. And it's like, oh yeah, but it's going to probably be like Halo 5 multiplayer, which is fucking terrible and full of microtransactions.
You want that, but you don't.
Yeah, it's like all they have to do is literally, all Halo Online was Halo 3 on mouse and keyboard. That was it. So if they just did that, I'd pay $60. So we'll see.
That's still like a case example of one of the worst things to say to your customers ever. You think you want that, but you don't. You think you want to give me a bunch of your money, but you don't want to give me a bunch of your money. Right,
that's what they said years ago about WoW.
Yeah, it's the worst thing to ever say. When your customer says, I would like to give you money, you should tell them, like, either that's great, we'll start working on that, or maybe that's a good idea. You don't say, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you can even be like, sorry guys, I get it, but our work's focused on this. We'd love to do that.
Also, I think that Nintendo is absolutely going to be releasing the other games on the Switch. 100%. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, and 3 in English.
That would be fantastic.
They were probably going to do it on the Wii U. They had that joke at that one E3 where the guy's like, "Where's Mother 3?" I'm sure they're working on it.
Oh yeah, the robot chicken sketch, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about
that. That was what's his name? Iwata's last appearance in Muppet form. I've always really liked JonTron's argument when he was advocating for Vanilla WoW and asking Blizzard to do it. And that was pretty much like, look,
about how black people are inferior.
Yes, no, I agree with that one too.
No, that was another argument. That was JonTron's other.
Yeah.
I think we've hit the whole checklist for how our stream
blacks, midgets, Jews, and camps.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't think
you can end the stream now, Chris.
I haven't hosted a single stream without all of you.
Forgot the gays.
Oh my
God. No, we won't get there.
She's
a bonus. So JonTron's argument was like, look, you can get a cartridge of Ocarina of Time, you can get an N64, pop it in, and boom, you're right back there in 1997 or whatever the fuck it came out. But for Vanilla WoW, it literally doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. So then people make it, and then you shut it down. So that's why.
By the way,
it's
can we talk about how Hyrule Warriors is a Zelda game?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I hate the world.
Where's Elvis? We need to bring him on. We should do that debate.
I'm not having this debate.
I have debated both of you until like fucking 4 a.m.
And
I've been alone.
Wait, I am in the Hyrule Warriors as a Zelda game side though.
No, I mean I've debated Charisma and our other friend Elvis like in person till like 4 a.m. and I've been alone on this. So now I've got you in my corner. Let's make this happen. That can be the next free speech versus. It'll be the most autistic free speech versus. But
that wouldn't be very fair.
Why is that?
Well, any side I'm on is gonna win.
That's why I'm advocating for it. Don't.
Oh my god. Why do I do this to myself?
But didn't we already win? Because I got Charisma to admit that like Pokemon Stadium was a Pokemon game or something.
Fuck off!
Yeah, but the thing about it is like I've gotten her to admit it as well. But it's like, have you seen 50 First Dates? When she loses an argument, she wakes up the next day and it's just like, you're wrong about that.
Well, like Kevin Spacey's on my side. So
who?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey raped a guy behind an Arby's.
Yeah, honestly,
I thought you were talking Kevin Spacey. I was like,
I was gonna say, is Kevin Spacey the less creepy Kevin Spacey?
Kevin Spacey mid molestation was like, by the way, Hyrule Warriors is not a Zelda. And the guy was like, "I'm 12. It's 1998, and I have no idea what that is."
See, he has the same argument as you, Charisma. You could bring him on, and he could back up the corner.
Guys, can I pitch my 2 cents in about this?
Go for it.
Basically, put his
Understand.
teeth.
Okay, so it's kind of blurred the lines. So to me, honestly, Hyrule Warriors is technically like a clone of what's like the game series called
Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty
It's exactly Dynasty Warriors with Zelda skin over it.
But have you played Dynasty Warriors?
I play footage of it, and a lot of it is like copy and paste.
The map is a big difference. In Dynasty Warriors, you don't explore.
I can see the difference in style of how it's played, but overall, it's exactly like it.
See, for me,
I've played Dynasty Warrior games since 2004.
Even if, for me, it's like, even if it was the exact same game, but they just repackaged it and called it Hyrule Warriors, I'd be like, that is technically a Zelda game.
Okay, wait a minute. But Pokemon Snap is a Pokemon game that stole its gameplay from Japanese tourists on nude beaches. So I don't understand.
It's voyeurism. It's voyeurism on.
Pretty much, yeah. Well,
I hate all of it.
my whole argument is just naming and that it belongs in the category. And it's
So
like, even if it's a
Hyrule's in the name, it's a Zelda game.
because it's a Zelda game, it's a Zelda game pretty much. Because
Would
it's
it be
in
a
that.
Zelda game if it was someone modded a Metal Gear game and just took skins from Legend of Zelda, make Solid Snake, Link?
If it was an official release that you could purchase at a store.
Crawling adventure Zelda game.
Oh my god. So is Ocarina of Time technically a Star Fox game?
Why?
You don't know about that mod? So when you're in Kokiri Village, you can like go into the script and you can have, like the Star Fox. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Star
really?
Fox ship
That's
is in it,
awesome.
and you can
They
actually
used it for,
No, that's an
they
Easter
used
egg.
it for AI testing.
yeah.
That's
So you
an
can
Easter-
actually make
that's
it
an
fly
Easter egg.
around. Yeah.
My whole
No,
argument
it's not
was.
a Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Or Star Fox, I mean.
I think my main argument was like they could do the exact same thing, and I would love this if they took Dynasty Warriors and made Star Wars Warriors or whatever, and it was just Darth Vader killing a bunch of rebels, and I'd be like, that's not a Dynasty Warriors game, that's a Star Wars game, and it'd probably be one of my favorite Star Wars games.
Well, Dynasty Warriors is historic, so if we get a space Dynasty Warriors game, then Donald Trump would be in it.
Space Force, holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yes, Space Force.
Can you imagine if we had a Trump series of games from all these different
Mike Pence would
developers? It'd be
actually
amazing.
just be the Emperor.
Well, isn't technically a mech game a Trump game?
A mech
playing
game?
I know Devolver is re-releasing it, but he basically
Oh
plays.
yes. Fuck, what's that? Wolf something.
Also,
Yeah.
I want to say for the people, and make sure you spread this message around. If there's a game that Nintendo hasn't released on the Virtual Console and you would like them to, and enough people tell them to, they're going to do it. We have King K. Rool and Smash. I mean,
I'm
yeah,
so happy
they're
about
finally
that.
listening to what fans. That's what the Switch is. It's Nintendo listening to what the fans are saying. We have a Mario 64 kind of game back. We're getting all of the fan favorites in Smash. Literally, all of the fan favorites are coming to Smash because they're just taking the Smash Bowl, throwing it on there. We're probably not getting Goku or the Powerpuff Girls, but we're getting just about everything else.
Wait, people were asking for the Powerpuff Girls?
Powerpuff Girls
yeah.
was one of the most requested characters.
Actually?
I don't
Yeah.
know much
Wow.
about Dragon Ball. Nico, maybe you could chime in on this, but I'm sure if the company that owns Dragon Ball were down, Nintendo would probably be down as well to put Goku in it.
Well,
Oh,
The-
definitely. Hey,
the
they
company
brought
that owns
Ryu.
Dragon Ball, yeah, they
brought
want to.
If they can do Ryu, I'm pretty sure they can do Goku.
yeah.
They'd want to bring it in because of fighters, as like a little cross collab. But there are a couple of reasons why it probably won't happen. Goku's not a video game character; he's just a character that appeared in video games.
True.
And there's no way to balance Kamehameha in that game. A full screen, no.
It would just be like Samus's
right?
Smash, where she takes her power shot and it takes up the whole screen or whatever.
Also,
Well-
the game.
Well, but Spirit Bomb would be his final smash.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
I know literally fucking nothing about
He's
Dragon
got
Ball.
the thing that goes like, "Woo."
Jamie,
I should watch Dragon Ball.
I
Dragon
mean,
Ball
if
Z.
Goku was in Smash, you wouldn't even fight him. It would just be a one-hit KO each match.
Kid Goku could be in Smash, and he'd be pretty fun.
I
They
think
could actually
anything
do
is.
Recovery,
Any-
Nimbus, Powerful Extend, Kamehameha, but
Jamie, you know
Yeah.
how autistic you can get with Hyrule Warriors and Zelda?
Yeah,
I can get really autistic with explaining Dragon Ball.
I know you've messaged me sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about because it's like I have no knowledge on Dragon Ball. I
okay,
didn't wanna
Dragon Ball Z is a series whose writer is so good that he actually managed to add tension in a series where death has no consequence.
You know, you have a
With-
good point there.
That's
Yeah.
talent.
Rape involved.
Yeah, that's how good. Now there are a ton of plot holes in the game, or in the not in the game, in the show.
Yeah.
Tons of them because they introduce time travel, and that always happens. But
I want a hyperbolic time chamber so bad. Someone told me about that, and I was like, that sounds like the best.
Yeah, one
fucking
day
thing
in the-
ever.
one day outside is like a year in the chamber.
Yeah.
That was their way of
And
for Gohan.
and Jamie, the character
yeah.
designs of Chrono Trigger, they were done by Akira Toriyama.
Is that the same guy? Because they do look
Yeah.
identical. Now that you mention
Yeah.
it, they have the same fucking triangle hair.
All I heard
Yeah,
was a
but
bunch
then
of
so
Japanese
does Yu-Gi-Oh.
words.
What's that?
I said so does Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, it's just all
okay.
like, yeah,
Do
but
you
is
think
that like
90s
symbolism?
Japan saw spiky hair in the same way as we see like modern Cartoon Network capital B design? Where every
Oh,
face is, like,
maybe.
capital B.
Oh.
That'd be a good, yeah. Never
That'd be a
thought
good
about
video.
that.
You should do that.
Oh man,
Guys,
no.
I hate to be I hate to be a stickler here, but I think we're getting way off topic.
Okay. I wanted to say one thing
What
quickly,
is the
then we'll go to
topic?
Nintendo.
Because all we've talked about is how much Charisma hates the Jews.
Yes,
So
she does.
what's the real topic here?
Just one thing quickly. I think Goku would be possible just because fucking Tekken is getting Negan in from Walking Dead,
That doesn't even make sense to me.
and everyone was like, "How?" Like, I'm not. I read the
I was
comments.
at Evo this year. And I was in the stadium when they announced them. There were two reactions. There were people yelling, "What?" And then the people who watched Walking Dead, I guess. But I think a lot of those
Yeah.
were people who would have cheered for anything. Like,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the show. I just think it's like that is the biggest stretch of a crossover I think I've ever heard.
I stopped watching after the first half of season 5.
I stopped
going
watching
nowhere.
before I started watching.
I want to ask.
Okay, you
I want
beat
to
me.
ask you. I want to ask you your opinion of seeing a blue fox furry on stage, winning the championship for Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
And then they put him in Smash Ultimate as an assist trophy. Called it Crystal.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Oh my god.
They do look similar. I can't erase that.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah, so
happy
anyway.
American won. And that was what most... He was like, oh, this is such a step up for gay people in POC. And I'm like, yeah, there were no minorities in EVO at all. Look at all these Japanese people. Not a single minority. Oh my god, is that guy from Taiwan? Oh my gosh, not a Chinese
A Chinese?
in my EVO?
Is that a Korean?
Is that a Chinese?
And then the plot twist is that was all said about the exact same person.
Charisma, talk about your Nintendo stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, before I get
Okay,
this
guys.
by saying
Guys.
something like Alex Jones, Alex Jones, Alex Jones, Alex Jones, Alex Jones.
Don't
Okay,
get me
guys.
started.
Look at the
Don't get me
screenshot that Charisma has up. Okay, I sent this to her.
Do you want to talk about it since you're the one that sent it to me? Feel free.
You take
Okay.
take the reins.
So honestly, this post alone is just funny by itself because you're still buying the game from somebody who bought the game from the actual store.
I
You're-
think
you're
the,
still-
okay, I think the argument though, like I don't agree with it, but I think the argument is like in order to get a ROM, like to initially like upload a ROM, somebody has to own a copy of the game.
yeah,
and so
of course.
a lot of people are comparing
They're comparing it to secondhand.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're saying, well, it's essentially the same thing, but I don't necessarily agree with that. I just kind of get it. I don't know.
That's not even the same thing. I mean,
yeah, that's the thing.
use
right?
game. It's just two people with a ROM. It's just one person and then copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste a million times.
Yeah, exactly. Or people are comparing it to the library. Like, I don't know. It's been kind of weird ways of justifying it. But this was pretty hilarious, Nico. Honestly, I laughed at it. Anyone who opposes ROMs because of Nintendo not getting profits can fuck off. Like, why is that a bad opinion? Like, you're not allowed to get money for something that you own. Sorry.
I just want to say here, disregard any fucking tweets when you look at their bio and they have pronouns in their bio. I always do this on Twitter. My response to all these people is pronouns in bio.
Bisexual metalsonic.tumblr.
Oh my god. That's going to be click on it.
Remember Scrump's number one rule? If they have their pronouns in their bios, that their opinion means nothing.
I agree with that.
See, I kind of want to click this, but I also don't want to be flagged if there's nudity.
Just go quick. Gotta go fast.
The only exception is attack helicopter.
Like I miss Scrump on Twitter. I miss him.
This person's getting a free shell, so.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. Enjoy your shell.
Okay, there's nothing bad on here. This is boring.
Hey, Bayonetta. There you go. This person actually has good art. Oh wait, that's not their art. That's like from the anime.
Do you guys want to know the Mr. Shikaki's easy rhyming tip on avoiding this kind of thing?
Yeah, go.
If their bio's got the nouns, they've got the downs.
God. Charisma, I think you should view this off the stream before actually showing it. Just in case.
What is it?
In case there's porn or something.
What is this?
You never know it's Tumblr. You never know it's Tumblr.
Jesus.
What is this account? Okay, sorry. I'm just going through all these links that you guys sent me because they're pretty hilarious. All right, let's show this one now. This is just something else.
Send Charisma a bit link to Pornhub next.
Oh my god.
We could talk about Pornhub because, again, Alex Jones.
They dropped Alex Jones.
Exactly.
I don't understand the purpose in that. It was funny to me.
YouPorn wrote a fucking, like, we don't allow hate on our platform. And it's like, what about, like, grabbing... What?
Wait, this person's an engineer at BuzzFeed.
Oh, yeah.
We here at YouPorn don't want hate or discrimination on our platform. Okay, let me look at the homepage. Oh, black, white, Asian. Oh, look, you've discriminated against all of these groups.
Yeah, and it's like,
I wonder
how
why
much hate porn is there? Where it's just like, they'll be yelling at each other and shit. I don't know, maybe I'll watch it.
I wonder why they banned Alex Jones from YouPorn. Was he jacking off on that site?
It's just like they want to remove him off everything. So YouPorn.
Yeah, they want to get rid of them from the internet. The next thing is going to be the actual service provider is just going to say, "All right, gone."
Wait,
yeah,
so
I think eventually that, but first the apps.
Did they ban his account on YouPorn, or did
no,
they
like
ban...
memes?
Oh, okay.
Because like people were uploading his memes on YouPorn, you know, like the fucking bone broth and shit memes and goblins.
Wow, way to fetish shame YouPorn.
Yeah, that was my day to day. So
don't king shame people who want to dispel the gay frogs.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Red Letter Media video on the Star Wars Holiday Special, where every so often someone would bring up the topic and then immediately it gets derailed.
That's like every stream that I...
Yeah, that's any conversation I'm involved in, really.
Oh,
it has my favorite favorite one-liner, though, which is, anyways, back to 9/11.
Prisma, pull up that tweet I sent you that I made about with Count Dankula as Stalin.
Oh my god, I have too many tweets here. 1 second. Wait, where did it go?
She's got like 20 tabs open.
20 tabs open.
So, Jamie, while the girl is busy, what are your thoughts on the topic?
Of the Nintendo thing?
Yeah.
It was I'm pretty much in full agreement of her, which is why I was like, I won't talk much. And my one exception, as I mentioned, was like, my argument would be similar to my argument of Halo. If it's hard to get or impossible, like the Lucas Earthbound, whatever that one's called, Mother 2, then I'm like, yeah, okay, there's an argument for it. However, if the argument is, are they allowed and in the right to do this? Yes. It's just
okay, everyone view my beautiful art.
Oh yeah, you actually made this.
Nice.
It is pretty. Didn't Dankula retweet this once?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Do you want to?
He's quite the handsome man.
Do you want to talk about why you think this is comparable to socialism?
Okay, so people expect that they want to get free just because something they love, they expect to get for free. Like they own it, like they demand it, and they're entitled, even though they're not the ones who created the games.
Yeah, because the whole argument is like, oh, you're blocking out art if you don't let us play this. And, oh, my favorite one, oh, it's about the exposure. So, like, saying, like...
Exposure. That's even less of an argument.
Of
Because
this 25-year-old game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? What a fucking exposure.
Yeah, I heard that argument and I laughed. It's like, oh, well, we give away free copies of games for reviewers to, like, post their reviews on stuff. And I'm like, okay, but this is people going to a site and downloading it on their own accord. This isn't like, hey, please review my game.
Yeah.
Like, that's very different.
Yeah.
I've always been having an unpopular opinion with all this stuff because, I mean, way before this, I was of the unpopular opinion of agreeing with Metallica on the whole Napster thing. And a lot of Metallica fans hated me for that. So I was like,
now I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Because this is something that people are probably going to bring up.
Yeah.
So the argument used when Nintendo does it is that they're a private company, they can do what they want. Why is that any different from these companies kicking off Alex Jones?
I would say because those companies kicking off Alex Jones are doing it as an attack on free speech and with the intent to deplatform him, and they're conspiring together. It's not, said, actually, I think one of the first things I said was this would have been way smarter, but they're not smart people if they would have been like, okay, this month Facebook does it. 4 months later, Twitter does it. 2 months later, Spotify. And so they make it seem less coordinated, but it was all within 12 hours of each other.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hey,
and the thing is,
in
the difference. Yeah, I was going to mention that actually before you said that. And the thing is, with Alex Jones, it is because hateful, hurtful opinions, context matters. Whereas this is just entertainment. It's literally just stuff to enjoy, like a movie, like a music album, like any of that. So, of course, this stuff is made so that you buy it, whereas Alex Jones is being censored because they don't like his words. So it's very...
And plus, it's definitely a political move to silence him anyways.
Yeah, this, I was explaining to my friend the other day, we both love Manowar, which is a band that's huge in Europe and not in North America. And he was like, why can't I find this song on YouTube? And I had to explain to him, well, the way they operate is they're very, very strict, this band, with what gets allowed on the internet. So you can even only find a couple of their albums on Spotify, even though they have like 15 albums. The way they want you to support them is CDs. Unfortunately, they don't even mass produce CDs in America here, but they're allowed to operate that way. So a lot of bands will upload everything that they have on YouTube. And then here's this band Manowar where it's like you can find 5 of their songs and they've been around since 1980. So it's just, these people that create entertainment, create media, they can handle their product however they like. So maybe it's not the smartest thing for Nintendo to do, but they have analytics that we don't. And they're looking at stuff that we can't see and they're making a decision. And like I said before, I don't agree with Earthbound or whatever.
Wii U.
Actually, that's an unpopular opinion, is the Wii U is my favorite Nintendo system of all time.
Switch is just better now.
Well, okay, if excluding the Switch, because the Switch just has all the Wii U games.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Super Mario Maker on the Switch, honestly.
Hey, yeah, that'd be perfect for it. The Switch is literally just, we took all the things that was good about the Wii U and did more with it. So
except for Smash, which is we're getting the better version on the Switch.
Exactly.
I played Smash at Evo, by the way. It's amazing.
Oh, it feels good?
Yeah, it feels really good.
I'm excited for it. I said I wasn't going to talk. It's your stream, though.
When I got myself the Wii years ago, it to me, thought to myself, okay, Nintendo is definitely trying to test the waters with something here. And when they
Wii or
announced
the
the
Wii U?
NX,
Yeah, I was gonna
when
say
they
the Wii or
announced
the Wii U.
the Wii U.
Okay.
So when that came out and I own it and I played it, I realized something. Okay, I think Nintendo is like testing the waters
Mm-hmm.
here. Because look at the gamepad. The gamepad is just like as big as the elf.
The Wii U
Right.
felt
The
like a
Wii
prototype.
U. Yeah, such a prototype. That's what it was. And unfortunately, because and just the name itself and the low specs, it
Mm.
turned off a lot of developers.
The
So-
name was probably the worst, one of the worst
Oh,
games in
definitely.
game
Oh, it
history.
definitely was.
That's
Yeah.
what nerfed it,
Yeah.
100%.
When I'm watching the E3 press conference live, and I've looked into games my whole life, and I can't fucking tell if it's an expansion to the Wii or not. That's a problem.
I
The
knew
reason-
immediately.
Yeah. I admit I didn't know.
I have a high IQ.
Well, you beat me, damn it. The reason I told people the Wii U when it was still relevant was my favorite Nintendo system at the time is I was just like, the game quality is so fucking good on it. And I told them, like, it is worth buying just for Bayonetta 2 alone. And then there's a bunch of other games that are fucking incredible, like Smash, Splatoon, new Donkey Kong with Drew Wise doing the music.
Mario
Yeah.
Kart and Super Mario
Yeah.
Maker ended up being the two I played the most.
Mm-hmm. It was just such a stellar library, and 3/4 of that's on the Switch now. So it's like,
And I think Mario Maker was probably the best game on it, which is why I'm surprised it's not on the Switch yet.
I actually never played it because building games never appeal to me.
Yeah, but can't you just play other people's
Yeah,
levels?
you can play
Yeah.
it without making a single level.
I have
Yeah.
this version.
Oh, you're cutting
pretty
out there a bit, Nico.
cool. Oh, yeah?
Charisma men are talking.
Don't be a bigot, okay?
She might
Yeah,
be a man,
so-
you don't know.
Somebody made a Mario Maker level that would take 19 trillion years to beat.
What? Someone's gonna beat it. They're like, it's the internet. Someone's gonna do it.
I need it on
Because
the
there's
Switch.
there's a section that takes 6 hours to beat, and the way it works with the clock is the clock isn't actually moving when you're doing it because you have to go in and out of the same pipe a bunch. Then after you beat that section, there are like 30 different instances of 50-50 RNG that if any of the RNG lands in the wrong way, you have to go back and do it all over again.
Oh my! Like the whole 6 hours over again.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Might as well
So
just
after he
kill
did
me.
all the math, he said it would take about 19 trillion years to beat.
Wait,
You have
but
to be a masochist. You have to be a masochist to actually go through
We're
that.
really lucky.
I never played Super Mario Maker. Wasn't one of the rules was like to make a level you have to beat it?
To upload it. So you can still make the level, but you can't upload it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's not even available for download or anything.
Listen,
Okay.
give me that for free, okay? Nintendo needs to give it to me
Give
for
that
free.
for me. Pull another fucking they them tweet up for me.
You
know,
He they.
One
This
thing
one
Nintendo
is.
should really do, if they do want to do another handheld console, it would make so much money and so much sense if they gave us a handheld GameCube.
Yes.
I'd be so happy. That would make my year.
And just start re-releasing the GameCube library physically. Like, they would make a ton of money off of that.
One thing
definitely.
I was really hoping for the Switch
Oh, this isn't that one.
was there was a rumor that it'd play 3DS games, and I hate portable gaming, but the 3DS and the DS has such a great library that I was like, I just want to play that on a screen, on a couch with a controller. So I was kind of upset they didn't do that. And I know the touchscreen will make it hard, but it was like I just wanted that somewhere, some way. Anyway, talk about
Well, the Wii U had DS games.
did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can play DS games.
The tablet was the bottom screen.
Oh, you're right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I never
I
saw
have
that
the
actually
Kirby
utilized.
Squeak Squad on it.
I own Chrono Trigger on the. Still play it on my, no problem.
Also, Kirby on the Switch is such a good game. It's so
Oh,
much
yeah.
fun.
I played the
love it.
demo. I'm addicted to just the demo itself. I need to buy the whole game.
The whole game,
So-
it's so good because when you get the mode where you can play it as the friends, it's so much fun. Like you can play as King Dedede and Adeline from Kirby 64's in it now. It's amazing.
So I really upset like a group of, I don't even know what to call them, but
Oh, I saw that because they follow me.
Looks like it's
They follow
a bunch
you?
of anime profiles.
You've upset some of my mutuals.
Oh yeah, no, that's a whole other thing. I've been upsetting some people. That
I was
otherwise
telling
love me.
Charisma, I'm like, is your goal just to make your entire Twitter following hate you?
I
Because
just, I
you always
have,
do this.
I have an opinion, and then people get overly emotional over
Yeah,
it, and
yeah.
I just keep poking. I don't know.
Charisma, I'll never get offended at anything you say. You're a woman, it doesn't matter.
So I said, imagine being upset that a company is taking care of their own IPs. ROMs are piracy. You could take a ROM legally if you own a copy of the game, but a lot of people just use the shit to play things for free. No one is entitled to have free ROMs. And this is the first response I get. Gab Lincoln profile. Stupid opinion.
Do we got pronouns in that profile?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I think that's what I told you to say back. I think I said pronouns in
No.
bio.
Voice
I mean-
actor and training, best goblin impersonator. Cute,
Oh, so he's gay.
well, cute boys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like their
No
political
straight man
compass here,
calls
though.
himself. And look at where he's from.
why is there no one in the libertarian left?
What does that even mean?
What does this mean? Oh, San Francisco. Well, there you go. That's the second
Yeah.
identifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nazi waifu is our best waifu.
I'm so confused why there's no one in that bottom square.
Why does the authoritarian left have guns? It should be sharpened signs.
I wonder
Oh,
if that
God.
guy's a heroin
Okay.
dealer.
Heroin.
You guys
Okay,
know
I
why
keep-
they use those sharpened flagpoles?
No.
Oh,
What's that?
God.
They use so much soy that they want to know what it's like to actually handle wood.
Nuke. Am I gonna get flagged for yelling nuke randomly? I might.
You
I
were
said Alex Jones like 10 times.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. We
Yeah.
were talking about Alex Jones. You're fucked.
I mean, one of my other streams was talking about Alex Jones.
it's a matter of
exclusively.
time. Wait
I
for
think
it.
the important thing is that we all keep saying Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you know who I want to talk about? I don't know if you guys been following this at all. Have you been following the mundane Matt stuff?
Holy
Oh, yeah.
fuck. That's been so
Barely.
I've been
funny.
following Mr. Medicare on that.
Mundane so racist you can barely believe it, Matt.
I missed the
Mundane,
Medicare
if
video.
they got
Yeah.
Mundane, if they got an angle, they get a strangle, Matt.
Okay.
My favorite.
Okay,
is the
guys.
Solace Matt
Look
show.
at the tweet I Charisma.
What is that?
Just
What are we
as-
looking at?
Have you ever
That's
seen
what I
the
just- I
Soyless
sent it
Matt
to
show?
This is the big gay. Okay, anyways. So Gab users are literally stupid, apparently. I don't know why. Like, you're literally just using a platform.
So does that mean
So,
Twitter users are only stupid in the metaphorical sense?
Yeah.
I guess. I fucking...
It's like the mindset that everyone from Reddit's intelligent or whatever. Like,
Assert your dominance and steal her boyfriend from her. I mean, you go ahead if you want to...
steal her boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
that
you
was the
wanna
thing.
hang out
They
with
said
me,
steal
too.
her, so
All you
steal
have
me.
to do, all you have to do to steal her boyfriend is say that Hyrule Warriors is a Zelda game.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
true. You should tell them that. Done.
I've had to change my pants so many times. Just 'cause-
Just because of this conversation.
Finally, someone acknowledges my game.
I love Hyrule Warriors. I have it on the Switch.
I want to get it for the Switch.
Jamie, Charisma. Sorry from you. I'm okay.
You're cutting out, but I know it's about stealing me, so thank you.
Excuse me, you can't just download them online. You have to pay, or else Charisma will get them taken down.
Look, it's one thing to steal my boyfriend, but to not even pay me for it.
No one is entitled to have free shit.
Says who, bitch?
I told you to make this your Twitter
Our
banner
economic
because
system.
you were laughing about this for like fucking 3
I
hours straight. this
Died
one.
laughing. I wanted to make it my banner. after Jamie
I
mentioned
miss
it.
getting into arguments with people, but now everyone who follows me, because Twitter is so divided, is like, yeah, I agree with what that guy's saying.
I mean, I still
When I
have people
first
that follow me that hate me. I don't know.
I think it's because you
When I
had.
first joined Twitter, though, I destroyed people. I miss that feeling.
You were owning
I
the
got
lips.
for beating up, well, not beating up, for verbally assaulting. Hold on, let me pull out my Ben Shapiro clickbait titles. I got first quote unquote recognized because I kept debating Sarah Nyberg, and I win in
those
like
were the
3
days.
tweets.
Oh, so
You win against Sarah Nyberg. You're a pedophile. And then, like, that's it.
hey,
That's
Charisma.
my,
You want to mention
it's my
how? You want to mention how that one person called me Captain White Knight?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody thought he was being a white knight just because he was disagreeing.
Did you
with
say I'm a
them.
knight of color?
That's what you should have said, honestly.
Well,
Excuse
technically
me.
technically under the alt-right rules, I'm not woke.
Are you Italian?
Yeah. Yes.
Good for you staying on this stream.
I'm so Italian, so I'm very skinned.
You know, the Romans actually modified a lot of Greek inventions. Like the Greeks, they discovered sex for pleasure, and the Romans found out you can also do it with women.
Get out of town. I wanted to tell you, by the way, if you want to quote unquote own the libs TM again, and you can't do it on Twitter, make a Facebook account and just follow like the Black Lives Matter account, follow Occupy Democrats, and it's a fucking gold mine in there.
Should I just follow the Black Lives Matter account, DM the owner, and saying, "What if I disagree with your premise?"
Doxed.
Just DM them.
Is there any proof on this?
Dude, are we sure they do? I mean, I was coming here to buy slaves, and now I have to deal with this.
My shirt ain't even made out of cotton.
Oh my god!
I mean, just change your name to Muhammad and say you're from Libya, and there you go.
Oh no! I'm only insulting Republican black people.
Oh, that's okay then. That's okay.
Yeah, we'll make that distinction. I'm
They're
only attacking the black people on the right.
They're worse than the whites.
You guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now?
Can we bring back emphasizing the H on the word white?
I love it.
I love it when people do that.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like,
hey,
it makes me smile.
I hear you.
Guys, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yep.
All right, Charisma, throw something else up on screen for us to enjoy.
What was that? There was a person that was like triggered because I thought I didn't play video games, and that's why.
No pronouns this time.
Where's that? Yeah, this thing you care about is worthless because I deem it less important than this basic human right is not a way to measure a thing's importance.
Well,
so the context of this conversation was I jokingly said to someone, because they were so passionate about like free market and all this shit, I was like, you should use that to talk about free speech instead of an 8-bit mess. It's like, obviously I care about video games. I'm not an idiot, but like, it was just funny to me. And they were like, oh, well, this isn't funny because video games are important too. You don't even care about video games. So I just sent them a photo of my video game collection.
Yeah, we were like watching wrestling or something, and all of a sudden you're looking at your phone, you get up, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then you're like, I gotta take photos of our video games.
Yeah.
Wow, like, that's a lot. Are any of them good?
Nope.
I don't know why you're showing a person with a lolly profile picture your video game collection. Whenever a person has a lolly profile picture, disregard their opinion. It's the same thing with pronouns. Unless it's
well, we cut out there for a second. Sorry.
Oh.
We thought the stream was going down. We missed like the last 5 seconds, I think.
If they've got the lolly eye, they get the FBI.
Right back in.
I basically said a tech helicopter is the only exception.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Hyrule Warriors.
Is it a
Charisma, you
Hyrule
have the
game or
opening
not?
argument.
Yeah. Oh my god, just some of the things. There was that person that fucking compared it to genocide. Let's see if I can find that one. That was funny. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I got that one too.
I saw
This
that
has
on my.
absolutely nothing to do with genocide.
So because
Oh
you
my god!
can't
I was gonna make
saw-
a joke, and it was too offensive for me to say it. I actually crossed my own line of boundary.
Why? What was the joke?
I'll DM it to you.
Okay.
Then you read it out loud and say this is totally not his joke. that he
Yeah.
was talking
Yeah.
I
about.
just totally made this up right now on the spot.
Yeah. By the
Um,
way, pronouns in bio. Everyone playing at home, drink.
I tried to live a quiet, normal life. I failed. Competition shooter, neoclassical realist.
Also,
Cyber
don't present your
warrior.
screen when you read this message.
Oh yeah. No, we have two
We have
monitors.
2 monitors. We're fine.
Okay.
So pretty much this person was like asking me if I was a landlord a bunch of times. And I was like,
Yeah.
what does this have to do with fucking Nintendo ROMs? Like whatsoever.
It's because it's like for some reason I've noticed here as well. Like we're seeing a bunch of posters pop up that is anti-landlord, and I guess it's just kind of basement communists hate landlords.
No, I think part of that though is because of our real estate problem in Vancouver. I don't know if that's like worldwide communism.
But if you look at the
but
posters that we've been seeing, they're very in that Antifa communist style, and they're
America
talking about
doesn't
rise
have-
up.
America
Where
doesn't
are these
do much of a
posters
housing
at?
problem.
Where are
I'll-
these
I'll-
posters at? I want to see them.
I will tell you off stream.
yeah, we'll talk to you
But-
about that later.
But
Don't worry
I've seen
about it.
them all around downtown and stuff. Just
Of course,
randomly pop up.
downtown.
Yeah,
Of course,
Not-
downtown.
Not just downtown, trust me, they're everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell you
It's
later.
weird.
But
All right.
yeah, but I just thought this whole argument was funny. It's like, are you a landlord? And then somebody thought I was like the Fed. They're like, oh, this person has to be like part of the FBI or some shit.
Yeah, it's weird.
What the
Why are
fuck?
Do you really think the FBI cares about video games? Like, what the fuck?
Charisma, you should have went with that and just run with it. Yes, I'm a part of the FBI.
Oh my god, can you imagine? That would've
Unzip
been great.
steed, rinse do.
Oh my god. No, I just people like somebody was comparing it to like, oh well, what if you got kicked out of your house tomorrow? To Nintendo ROMs being taken down?
Playing video games isn't the same as having a roof over your fucking head. What?
I called that an emotional argument and they spurred out on me. It was the best thing I've ever seen.
Like what?
Yeah.
There's so many of these things you were telling me, and I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? Like
By
what?
the way,
Yeah.
I did send you that thing.
Oh, okay. Well, now I gotta look at
Let's pretend that a black Jewish midget is the one making this joke, and then it'll be okay.
I can't read it out loud. I almost did too.
I love that. You're not wrong either.
I mean, I crossed my own line of decency, but at least that means I have one.
That is
Well,
That is
look at Julian on in the chat. People clearly should be allowed to destroy your property, not pay rent, and stay as long as they want. Winky face.
This is the problem with the fact that most millennials haven't gotten past the age of 13. Like, there are
Also, why
milestones
only
that
one
haven't been
people
crossed,
do
and I don't know what they are, but
Give me that for free.
Give me
That's
that
all I
for
gotta
free.
say.
Hungry Santa.
I think I was yelling that for like a few hours yesterday.
It was all day.
Just give me that for free. Give me
Mhm.
this for free.
you
Fucking.
wouldn't download a cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't download a car and then everyone just.
I mean,
said,
if it was an option.
obviously I would
probably.
download a car.
If I could right-click get car,
Gib car.
yeah, give me that
mean-
car.
What someone was complaining to me saying like, okay, so if I have like a super old car, right, and I want to 3D print a bunch of plastic pieces for the car, is that
You're
not
allowed to do
allowed
whatever
because
the
they
hell you
own
want
the
with your-
license on it?
Yeah, it's like,
They're allowed to do that.
yeah, you can modify your car. You can modify your games. You just can't run into a lot and take a car because it's old and you don't think anyone wants it.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at
Or take the company's blueprints and just 3D
Look-
print them and spread
Well,
them.
look at Julian's Chat. So bloody hard to get bed renters out too.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, but that I don't know. It's like that's a whole other thing, in my opinion.
By the way, I
Yeah.
have a challenge for you guys.
What's the challenge?
Next time you get into a debate with postmodernists, ask them what they would do in a society where Jewish people controlled most of the power. Take that quote out of context and put it on the wall.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do that.
You've enabled him. What have you done?
Yeah.
Hey guys, remember that test? Is it either Stormfront or Everyday Feminism, or I can't remember what it was. It was
Yeah, I
like
know
a
what you're
test.
talking about. Yeah, it was pretty much SJWs versus the alt-right. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the one where it was Jack Thompson versus Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh yeah,
that was
definitely.
I'm just surprised that
That was great.
Charisma is a Democrat.
What the fuck?
That one really took me off guard. I was surprised that she voted for Hillary.
That was a really upsetting day for me.
Yeah, that was-
Yeah.
She's
that
a
was-
goddess.
She would wake up screaming that there's no evidence about my Seth Rich theory while like putting bodies under our bed. It was fucked, man.
You know, they say that Hillary's in the wrong for killing a bunch of people, but to be honest, her face did keep saying "Yas slay queen."
Oh
jeez.
my.
Oh dear God.
So pretty much what I've
So,
gathered
yeah.
from this Nintendo thing is that people are upset because they feel like history is important, which I
You're
agree history
self-entitled.
is important.
History
Yeah.
is stupid.
You're
History's-
self-entitled.
Let's just
But
take
you
down
know-
all the
you know what-
statues.
You
Can't
know what
learn
the
anything
lesson
from
for
that.
history is? It's gonna repeat itself whether you know about it or not. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I'm for exposing history personally.
no.
But at the same time,
Former history major here. It's pretty worthless.
I didn't know you studied history.
Yeah, I almost
Any-
got my bachelor in history and then I switched it.
Any interesting tidbits you can tell us about history where you've learned?
Well, pretty broad question. Anything in particular you want to know?
The history part.
Oh, right.
Where
Yeah.
things in the past. in
Hey,
the
that
past.
science thing is pretty cool. How's that work?
Was it social justicey when you were in it? I mean, we should have brought you on for our education talk.
We can always have another education
Yeah.
talk.
My
Yep.
history professor was a Republican. He wasn't a Trump Republican. I don't know if he was actually. I shouldn't say that because that was in my junior college, and Trump didn't even announce that he was running until after I left that college. So I did leave. There was a university I did leave because the students were rioting, and that had something to do with social justice.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were breaking
interested.
windows and burning stuff,
What?
and no media covered it.
Of course.
Yep.
When
So-
do they
I
ever-
don't want to say what it is because that would be like giving.
Yeah,
away-
yeah, of course.
Right.
You don't
Yeah,
give
fair
anything
enough.
away.
Yeah.
I'll ask you about that later off air. I'm curious.
It was like pre-Berkeley, and it was worse than Berkeley. But
Oh wow. I'm
We can always look it
surprised.
up anyways, see if there's
was
any
when-
evidence.
that was when
Like
I.
if there's any.
Though I have
Right.
I laughed and openly mocked a professor and walked out of the classroom because it was an economics professor who was a self-admitted communist, and they were wondering why I laughed, and I said, because I can't learn anything from you. I'm smarter than you. You haven't crossed the milestones I've crossed.
That is wonderful.
Did
I've
you
always said
really
I could-
do that?
Yeah.
That's
I've
awesome.
always said I could never
You
be
know how
in.
expensive college is? If you have a bum professor, leave. Why pay? Get something out of the education, or don't go. Like, if you just want the degree, you're not going to get anywhere with it.
Yeah.
You have to be smart too, because everyone has a degree now. I don't know why my voice is cracking. I guess I'm going through puberty again.
You're
So-
a liberal. You're 13 again.
Oh
So I want to bring up my idea that I think Charisma and Jamie both know here.
no! I think Hitler
A
tried it.
non-profit. No. Basically, starting a non-profit organization to preserving games and just sell them at like an inexpensive price.
Yeah, but then how? The only thing that is a problem with that is that you run into this issue where people are profiting off other people's IPs.
No, what
Which
you
is
need
like
to
a
do
big
is you
issue.
need to start a nonprofit that markets to companies that says, hey, a lot of people are interested in this game, a lot of people are interested in this game, because the companies will go with the money, unless if it's a Konami game.
No, you do.
Pachinko.
Give like 10% of the profits to the companies that own these games, and then the rest of it go to charity.
Oh, there were
It's
Konami licensed gambling machines in Vegas. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh,
Nice.
did you play the Castlevania one? I genuinely want to play that.
Yeah, I kind of
No,
want to go and play
I
it.
don't do slots. I only play on cards or roulette.
Oh, I just put the money in the pretty machine and watch it go.
It goes ding ding ding.
Exactly.
Okay, well now that there's a Castlevania one, I might have to
Charisma, that
go
was
check it out.
racist.
You
Okay.
haven't seen the Castlevania one?
No.
It's an X-rated Castlevania pachinko machine.
Actually.
Yes. I've
Pull
seen
up
it.
the trailer. Just put it
I've
on
seen
silent.
photos of it.
I'll look at it later. I don't want to get flagged.
It's like you're fighting, like you're whipping Simon or whatever, and it rips off her shirt and all.
That's
this.
amazing. Let's
Yeah, it
go.
is. I'm like, Konami just went from the worst company to the best.
I remember when
Finally,
they
some
first announced that
good
stuff.
food.
Yeah, when they first announced all that, I was like, well, this sucks. But
No,
that kinda
they're
sounds
still
better.
really terrible, but I wouldn't be able to stop myself from playing that.
That's
It looks so
amazing.
good.
I'll love it. Michael, I didn't hear much input from you on any of this Nintendo stuff. Any opinions on it? Do you care about it? Do you not care?
I'm honestly kind of neutral on it.
Are you
If you have-
Italian?
No, close enough. I mean, both Italians and Albanians have a few things in common. Both
Albanian?
occupied by Nazis.
Everyone's a Nazi.
I assume if you have no opinion, then by default you believe it's the Jews oppressing people.
I'm
That's a good
30%
Nintendo.
Albanian.
Yes.
Hey, Michael, I'm 30% Albanian, pretty much.
That's okay. I'm disappointed in 30% of myself too.
Are you the Orthodox Albanian or the Muslim Albanian?
A neighbor of mine, he's Calabrese Italian himself, and he can speak fluent Albanian and Italian.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is it
well, the dialect, man.
Ireland or Kosovo?
Yeah, it's
I'm brown.
because of the dialect, man. The dialect
Charisma?
You're
White men are
brown?
talking?
Mhm.
And Italians?
What am I doing here? You've
You're
tricked me. I
German.
thought you were white this whole time.
Oh,
I mean-
man, you fell for it.
I mean,
Oh.
was
Italians
rude.
and
The
Albanians
classic
could be,
brown ruse.
You know, all of which is like, you know, close enough to brown.
I've been doing whiteface this whole time.
Yeah.
I love how you can say that and it doesn't even mean anything. Like
You
it's
would-
totally fine. If I said I was doing blackface,
Every time
There was such a
you
big
didn't
deal.
have your makeup on, you were just like, I'm sorry, I just really needed chocolate milk, and I just splashed it all over my face. I'm like, oh, I understand. Oh, my white girlfriend really enjoys chocolate milk. It's weird.
every time we go out, she just
Every time
chocolate
I
milk
wake
after
up, it's very strange.
Oh man. I love how we barely talked about Nintendo. That was just like
You can talk about it all you want right now. Like,
I tried to bring up Hyrule Warriors.
thank you.
nuke.
That is a Nintendo game.
It is a Zelda game.
Yeah,
Nuke.
all Zelda games are Nintendo games.
That's
Oh,
true.
God.
Gandhi, will you please stop dropping nukes?
What?
Oh, that's a Civilization reference.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
Oh.
I've never played Civ. That makes sense.
Civilization is also a Zelda game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, I would be fine with that being a Zelda game. I love Civilization.
No, let me drop you the real truth bomb because I
Oh,
had this game idea for a while. You're about to get red fucking pilled on how bad Nintendo is at R&D.
All right, let's do it.
MMO in the Zelda universe that takes place during the years Link is in the Temple of Time during Ocarina of Time.
Sure.
Wait. Oh, Charisma, you're the Zelda fan. You take that.
Look, all I'm gonna say is, you all suck for
What?
thinking that Hyrule Warriors is a Zelda game.
That's a deflection, and you know it.
That's how I feel.
That's a.
You
That's
know
a.
that's a good game idea.
It is a good game idea, but
Yeah.
I hate everyone. That's where I'm at.
No, that's okay.
That's not an
Usually
argument.
when I'm wrong, I hate everyone too. Well,
Hyrule
I
is
imagine.
as
I mean, I've never
as
been
long
home
as it
before.
has a minor association with Zelda, the Zelda game, it applies to all works.
Okay, so
You could have a Metal Gear
what is
in
a Zelda
GTA.
game?
Oh no, are we getting to what is a Zelda game? I'm not
What
doing
I have
this.
a very simple answer.
I'm not
for
doing
this.
this.
I have a very simple
Oh
answer.
no, yeah, that's why I'm not doing this because I know your answer.
If it's a Zelda title, it's a Zelda game. The Zelda CDI games are Zelda games.
No,
they
they're
might be
not.
terrible, but they're Zelda
No,
games.
they don't count.
There's
Can
Zelda.
I-
Those are definitely Zelda games.
They're Zelda games, but they don't count.
What?
Can I raise a question here?
What's
What's
your
up?
question?
When are we gonna finally get a Zelda game starring Zelda?
I don't
we already
want
got
that.
one.
Also,
Have the roles reversed. Have
When are
Zelda
we-
try and save Link.
When are we finally gonna get a Zelda game where the theme song is Despacito?
No, Zelda
Oh.
trying to save Link would be really interesting.
I would
because
instantly throw that out.
Zelda trying to save Link would be really interesting because the plot twist would be you're there and Link already did everything for you.
No, there was
Like
a
right at the
Zelda
final.
game where you play Zelda. It
No.
was one of the CDI games.
okay, well, the other thing too is that Zelda ends up
Right?
bailing Link out a lot of the time, anyways. So it's like,
No, but
Zelda's
wasn't
not an interesting character.
okay, sorry. So you're saying there's a Zelda game? Where
wasn't one of the terrible CDI games you play as Zelda?
Yeah, there
And-
was the Adventure of Zelda.
Yeah, it was. It was like kind of the motion capture-y kind of Mortal
Well, you
Kombat style
can't do
graphics.
anything with Zelda. She's a slow-moving magician. That's not fun in an adventure game.
Well, that's why you got Sheik. Spoiler alert.
And that would be a trans game as well. So perfect.
That would be a trans.
Yeah, you're
game.
hitting all the notes.
They
there.
already have Metroid.
There you, oh yeah, that's true. There you go.
Because remember, women can't be tall.
Oh my
That
god,
was the
Metroid's a
line of reasoning
woman.
into this.
Charisma, can you confirm that women can't be tall?
Yeah, I mean I'm 4'10".
There you
so.
go.
Oh my gosh, Ben Shapiro's taller than you.
That's why you hate him so much.
No, he-
even he.
So here's my plan, okay? I'm sorry, the Nintendo topic's dead now. I'm just going to Ben Shapiro.
Oh no, the bonus round.
my
The Ben
plan.
bonus.
My plan with Ben Shapiro is when he comes here in November or whatever
Is
he's
he?
coming. Yeah, he's coming at the end of this year. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show up and take a photo with him just so I can prove that I'm taller than him and that he's not 5'9", and that he's actually like 4'9".
Because yeah, you know you're 4'10", so then you could kind of compare it. Because someone did that because I think he took a photo with Jordan Peterson or something.
Yeah, and it was like self-proclaimed 5'9" versus 5'9".
Yeah,
Like
actual 5'9". That's right.
Charisma, whatever you do not take a photo with Destiny.
Fuck Destiny. I fucking hate
we
that
would
guy
look like
so
a
much.
Hobbit family. I don't think I'd want to be
I-
a part of that.
He is someone that makes me spurg out so much, and it's not just because he hurt my boy John. but
Okay, if you want to talk about this, you
I
can.
don't.
It's-
I've talked
Okay, we're
about
gonna
it
do.
so
we're
much.
gonna do a round of who we fucking
Just-
despise.
Just
and then
throw
we'll
on the Naked Ape video. That explains it all. Like, he tried to fucking get nudes from a preteen. He helped his friend commit suicide. He planned out a fucking murder. What else was there with Destiny? There was. Oh yeah, he was advocating for incest.
Didn't his friend like say, "I'm gonna kill myself," and he was like,
Yeah.
"Cool."
Yeah, he was like, if that's what you got to do, man, instead of actually trying to stop his friend from killing himself. And then he's laughing on stream. He's like, and then he did it. Oh, I couldn't believe he actually did it. I hate this guy so much. He has this way of arguing where he tries to make himself sound intelligent because he just, he will interrupt you and talk really fast, but it's actually non-arguments every single fucking time.
Yeah.
And I just, I wish I could go back in time and just be like, John, don't argue him. Because John was so close to just embracing everything. He was so fucking close.
Can you really take a guy seriously whose voice is so nasally?
Yeah, no, that's, I guess Ben, you don't actually hate Ben Shapiro, I don't think.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay. So Ben Shapiro to you.
Okay, no.
We all hate little men, okay? That's the
Okay,
topic of the
no,
stream
look,
now.
Here's the thing, okay, with Ben Shapiro.
Fuck
Here,
manlets.
this is my okay. Well, now I'm gonna trigger a lot of different people. But here we go. Okay, so Ben Shapiro, right? He's useful, sure, whatever. In the same way Jordan Peterson's useful.
He's the useful
I
Jew.
hate both of them.
Is that what you're saying?
No,
He's the useful Jew, but a Jew
I
is
don't-
still a Jew.
I don't actually hate Jordan Peterson. I just the Kermit the Frog thing ruined it for me. with Peterson, I can't do it.
Yeah, and
Every
you're
time I
one
hear
of-
him talk,
You're
it's-
lucky enough to have seen Jordan Peterson in person, and you still.
Yeah, it was like
We didn't actually
within,
go
like,
to one of
5
his
feet
talks,
of
but
him.
he walked past us, and I'm like, oh hey.
It was JDP.
Charisma, I sent you a DM.
Oh no! Can I read it out loud this time?
Yes.
Just kidding. Oh my god!
Let's see here.
I got a photo sent. Oh no!
Yes! I
No!
love Ben Shapiro. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Oh
Pull it up.
no!
You can't argue him.
Oh my god! I hate my life.
Pull it up.
Wow.
Pull that shit up, Jamie.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Fuck yes. Make that the fucking thumbnail. Make that
What
the
does it say?
fucking... Ben Shapiro has stated Hyrule Warriors is absolutely a Zelda game.
Yes.
Debate
Really?
that.
That's totally fake.
No, it's no. Look, he
This is
said it.
real.
It's real, folks.
This is
Yeah.
real. Ben Shapiro hates me, fucking midget.
Ben Shapiro hate watches Charisma. Because
Charisma, send me that in the DMs. Send me that.
No,
I want to see it.
I fucking hate all of you.
why'd you take it down? Are you afraid of the truth?
Look, I'm children.
Jamie, send me that.
I'm gonna make that my like when you call me on my cell phone. I'm gonna make it so that that image comes up every time you call me.
Fucking God.
That should be the tagline for Space Force.
Oh,
I'll bring it up one more time, just
just to make me
to be
happy.
fair, just to make my boyfriend happy.
All right, so we're actually gonna do a debate
Why?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why? What
And-
is there to
and this-
debate? I don't care.
because it is
No,
such
no,
an
no, no,
interesting
no,
topic.
no, no! You don't get to pull that card anymore.
I don't give a shit.
Because it's weird because everyone has different opinions on this. It's kind of like I'm a metal fan, and metal fans always debate on what's metal and what's not. So I was debating my
Iron
friend.
metal.
Is iron metal? Yeah, maybe.
What about steel?
I'm too retarded to talk about actual metals. I just like the music. But I was talking with my friend about all this, but then I actually disagreed with him because he said Smash is a Mario game, and I'm like, no, it's a Smash Brothers game.
No,
Because
Smash isn't a Mario
Why do you
game.
do this to me?
Because Mario isn't in the title. All the characters in that
I'm
game are
so
equal.
happy this isn't filming my face. I'm so stressed out from this conversation.
It would be like saying PlayStation All Stars is a Ratchet and Clank game or something.
Ah!
Like they're all equal. It's a PlayStation All Stars game, right?
Well,
Yeah, or
So
like
I'm interested in the
Puzzle League
metal
Challenge
debate.
isn't a Pokemon game.
What's that?
more just in the middle debate.
You can't see it right now, but Charisma's just kind of become catatonic, and she's crying because
I guess
Ben
you can say
Shapiro
she
wrong.
made a bad charisma check.
Oh my god.
You wanted
That
to
was bad.
stream. You did this to yourself. This-
Fuck
Why
Ben
would you
Shapiro.
invite me to these?
Fuck Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, debate me on Hyrule Warriors. It's not a Zelda game.
I would.
I will donate
so
$10,000 to the charity of your choice.
much. Can you
Coward!
imagine?
Hey, you know what I'll do? I'll buy VIP tickets to his thing, and then I will go and meet him in person and say, fuck you for the time you said Hyrule Warriors is absolutely a Zelda
Oh
game.
no,
And I'll pull
no,
up
put
this
that on a
screenshot.
shirt. Just have the shirt say.
Yes. I just want to see Ben Shapiro's face when he tries to process what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, ask him the question. Just be like, yeah, if you disagree with me, you get to go first. Okay.
And
Hyrule Warriors
guys,
is definitely not a Zelda game.
and I definitely want to have a picture next to Ben Shapiro because I'm 6'2".
There you go.
Oh my god.
Then we could prove I'm
Okay,
short.
you know what? I kind of like the idea of putting this on a shirt. I might have to do it.
That would, yeah, that'd be so. Because he would just be like, "What the fuck?"
Put on a shirt and wear it to his speech thing in November.
By the way, if you guys
Where-
are wondering what timeline we're in Donald Trump chuckles. You mean the Chaos Emeralds Jim Carrey Shutters timeline? Because Jim Carrey is in the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Oh yeah, you're
Really? Is this,
Yeah. This is
Oh my
real.
God.
This is real news.
So is Jim Carrey Sonic? What's going on?
I think he's
No,
gonna
no,
be
the guy who's playing Sonic, that would be ridiculous. The guy who's playing Sonic was the guy who played the stoner who owned the nightclub in Parks and Recreation.
It's been so long
Oh,
since.
the nightclub. Oh, fucking what's his face? The
Never
brown
watched that
guy?
show.
Tommy Haverford, whatever his name is. I don't remember.
Not Tommy, the Tommy's friend.
Oh, the yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know his
spaced
name,
out
but-
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Here,
just
I
excited
have
right
a
now.
picture for. Oh, what? Why?
There's
Why?
just no way that a live action Sonic movie can be good.
There's no point in making
Michael
it.
Bay is producing a Dora the Explorer in high school movie.
Are you kidding me? Are you please I know you lie a lot, but don't get my hopes up like this.
I mean, I would ironically watch it, just see Dora the Explorer run through explosions.
She's not ugly.
Chris,
Dora
you're
the
big.
Explorer runs away from the wall. Runs away from border security.
I would actually.
Oh
watch
my
that.
god, is that a
We're-
screenshot of
We're
Sonic?
in this timeline.
What?
Swiper no terrorism. Swiper no
Oh no,
terrorism.
I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you.
Oh my god.
No,
is
that's
that
not
what
from the movie.
Okay.
No, I just want to tell you because you're a big Sonic fan and you didn't know about this, but
I know that there's a film coming
there was a
out.
live action fan film
Oh,
for
okay.
I
Sonic
posted
the
on
Hedgehog
the Google Hangouts the link.
and Ego Raptor worked on it, and it was you know.
That's Ego Raptor. He's
Everyone was real humans except for Sonic. Sonic just looked like he did out of the games. So it was like,
I'm so triggered right now. Anyways, I'm gonna debate Ben Shapiro. That's my decision. That's what I got out of this. This was the best.
oh, you know who I want to see you debate?
Who?
I want you to debate on a Sonic topic, Chris Chan.
I'm not debating Chris Chan.
That'd be so good.
Wait, here's a good question then.
Go. Yeah.
Since we're on this, Sonic All Stars Racing, is that
Yes.
a Sonic game?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Wait, what? Charisma, you say yes to that?
Then Hyrule Warriors is a Zelda game.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's literally the title. What? It just ripped off Diddy Kong Racing.
I'm not even Ben Shapiro and you lost.
Holy f- Charisma, just admit that you're just a Zelda fan and you don't like that game, therefore you don't want it
Well, I'm
included.
just a Nintendo fanboy.
How
You're
about
just
this?
a Zelda fan.
No, here's
Well-
where Charisma and I can have our debate. I think Hyrule Warriors is more of a Zelda game than Breath of the Wild.
What
Ooh, that'd be
the
interesting.
fuck just happened? Are you
Ooh.
serious?
I think they're
Yeah.
both Zelda games, but
No.
I'd be
Well,
interested
yeah,
in my
but
ones
if we're
more.
gonna rank them, I think Hyrule Warriors is definitely more of a Zelda game than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I want to hear this debate. I want to be a moderator on this. I'd be biased towards you because it'd be funny.
I'm kind of
so-
tempted to have someone make a game about a folk singer, just title it Legend of Zelda. Just see if it's a Zelda game.
That'd be a Zelda, a folk song, because that'd be a Zelda
A folk
song.
singer.
Folk singer.
Guys, I've found a great way of making Sonic the Hedgehog diverse by having Sonic Fox in it.
Sonic Fox?
What is
That
that?
gay furry guy from Evo.
Oh, is that his name? I
Yeah,
don't watch
that's-
Evo
it's-
stuff at all.
That's his actual well, I wouldn't say his actual name, but
Oh yeah, no,
Is,
his parents didn't were like, we'll call you Sonic.
Sonic Fox. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog deranged half cousin.
This is gonna be the screenshot for the video, by the way. Fuck you, Ben Shapiro. Hyrule Warriors isn't a Zelda game. Debate me.
It's gonna confuse so many people.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for it.
I want to find footage of little Ben Shapiro, like when he was a kid playing
The
the
violin?
Zelda theme on the violin.
Oh my god.
That'd be amazing.
Pointing at his Game of Thrones shirt, going, "Look
Yeah.
at me."
So when is our debate about Hyrule Warriors versus
Okay,
Breath
I'm
of
not
the Wild?
debating
Please.
you. Oh my
Please, I want to see that because I don't understand it.
Okay.
I would be good debate prep for Ben Shapiro.
God. Okay, let's see. Okay, give me like a snippet of this. Okay, so why do you think it's more of a Zelda game?
Okay, so Hyrule Warriors is a sequence story-driven game focusing on dungeon crawling, whereas Breath of the Wild is an open world game where the story is second to the actual adventure.
You know, he's got a point there, Charisma.
Kind of does have a point.
You can't do this.
I
You
was
have
just
to
saying
be
that to
against it.
piss you off, and you agree?
Got him.
But you don't like Breath of the Wild, right? You didn't like it.
Oh, it's okay.
I liked it up until the director said this is where he wants Zelda to start going. Then it became my least favorite Zelda game.
Debate prep. You're a member of the tribe. You lose. What's the tribe? Am I missing some alt-right talk?
I think that's related to Jewish things. I don't know.
What tribe am I? I'm not Jewish. I just sound like a goy.
Maybe it's a vampire thing. Vampire tribe.
Vampire tribe?
Yeah.
You're talking about the rap group Tribe Called Quest.
There you go.
Hey, if you do see Ben Shapiro, can you ask him a question for me?
Yeah, what's the question?
Okay, can you ask him why he's against identity politics while also calling people anti-Semitic?
Ooh.
I love it.
Oof.
Send that to me.
Ooh.
If I go to his talk, I will.
Ask that question while on Helium. That way Ben Shapiro can understand.
Has Ben Shapiro ever debated like an alt-right type? I would love to see that. He would be so upset.
No.
He wouldn't even debate. He would just go, "You're anti-Semitic," and just yell.
He just keep calling
Yeah.
Semitic. Yeah.
He's great at debating liberals and everything, but I would love to see him take a crack at
Okay,
that.
but
Have you ever
my
seen the video
dog who
of Ben
passed away
Shapiro
years
getting
ago-
mad at the poll?
What's that?
Ben Shapiro getting mad at Poll?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta hear about this. This is
Yeah, I
epic.
didn't know about that. Okay, this is
Okay,
epic.
this is
I'll
epic.
have to link the video.
Fuck this. Guys have ruined my day with this Ben Shapiro shit.
I like. Wait. Hold on, Charisma earmuffs. Earmuffs.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
only talking
I'm-
to Shikaki
I'm
here.
not listening.
Okay, every future stream, it needs to be turned, no matter what the topic is, into Hyrule Warriors.
I hate all of you.
No matter
Hey,
what,
just keep inviting me.
we could be like we
Keep
could be
inviting
having
me.
Donald Trump on as a guest, and I want him to come on and be like, so I have a question for Trump. What do you think about Hyrule Warriors being a Zelda game?
I believe that Hyrule Warriors is the greatest Legend of Zelda game in the history of the Legend of Zelda franchise.
There's a lot of walls in that game too. You gotta walk into the walls. There you go.
We are going to build a wall, and the Gorons are going to pay for it. Okay?
There you go. I sent the link in the hangout.
That's so good.
Oh my god. I just wanted to talk about how commies are stupid.
You can talk about whatever you want, but you can't
Hey.
deny facts.
The communist threat in America is seeing false propaganda about the identity of Hyrule Warriors.
Charisma,
I have a Goron comment. The Gorons are the wall.
Oh, that's true. Charisma, I'm sending you a photo of what you look like right now, listening to these.
We're gonna end the stream on this photo.
All right, no matter what it is.
No
you gotta,
matter what it is, I'll do
yeah.
it.
But
Okay.
the stream's only been an hour and a half, and I haven't even gotten through all my material.
You gotta at least show the video before you end it.
All right, pull that shit up.
The thing with the screen share is it doesn't show videos well. I gotta get like a Discord OBS setup going.
Oh yeah, Google Hangouts like runs at a really low frame rate. We
The
tested it.
Hyrule Warriors camp is not sending their best and brightest.
Oh my! Seriously, you're gonna make this the ending photo? Really?
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
All
It
right,
just
this
this reminded me of you listening to this.
It's
Listen to
kinda
these
true,
talks.
honestly.
Like you had the same face.
I just saw that. That's beautiful. Make that the thumbnail of this actual video.
It's
Do you
got
ever think Sonic would get thrown out of like a special day kind of education thing for telling the kids they're too slow?
That's no good.
All right, I'm nuking the stream. It was nice chatting with all of you about Nintendo and how my life is awful.
Oh yeah, wait, Charisma.
What?
So one sentence. What do you think of Nintendo ROMs and how they're big?
Yeah, why don't we at least talk about
Fucking commies. Why the fuck everything costs money?
Give me that for free.
Give me that for free.
Ask if anyone wants to shill.
Okay, yeah, you guys can chill and then I'm nuking this. Go ahead, Nico, do you have anything to chill?
Like a Twitter adder.
Not exactly, but yeah, like my main tweet about it just solidifies the actual thing of it all.
Yeah.
Because that's where they are. They're the social in industry versus consumer. That's what they are.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Shikaki, do you have anything you want to show?
Yeah, keep up to date on my Twitter at Mr. Shikaki because I don't have the link yet, but in September I am going to start streaming.
Awesome.
Perfect.
That's going to be good.
And you can annoy
Video
him
games.
instead.
Video games.
The video games. Michael,
People don't care about my political opinions.
Well,
anything?
I don't have anything to shill directed at me, but if you want a good comic series, read Trans Metropolitan.
I stay away from anything with the word trans in it. I live in California. I can't take those chances.
Even Transformers.
Hey,
Jamie, do you have
man,
anything
in
you wanna
California,
show?
they don't even have to disclose that they have STDs.
Yeah, that's actually the worst, honestly.
I would like to shill my favorite
Shill me.
Zelda game. I would like to shill Mr. Shikaki and also Hyrule Warriors, the best Zelda game you can get on Switch now for the low price of $59.99. Charisma's
Motion to shill.
There you go. Please play Hyrule Warriors. And
It is a lot of fun. It really is. If you like Dynasty Warriors games, you're going to love it. And if you like Zelda games, then here's another one.
Exactly.
I'm closing it. I can't.
Say goodbye.
Okay, thanks for everyone for coming. Bye.